Hi, I'm Jen, and this is going to be a slow, relaxing yoga stretch on the mat, no standing up, just stretching specifically for relaxation and really loosening up the muscles. So come to a seated position. Cross-legged is fine, easy pose. If you need to, go ahead and kind of scoop that flesh aside so that the sits bones are sitting directly on the mat. Go ahead and align the head over the pelvis. Draw the shoulders back in a slight pinch, very slight pinch, so that they're not slumped down. Go ahead and close your eyes if you're comfortable. Rest your hands wherever you like. They could be on the knees, they could be in the lap, they could be at heart center. Just find a position for them now. And focus on the breath. Inhale deeply through the nose. And exhale through either the nose or the mouth. One more deep breath here. You can open your eyes if you'd like. We're going to start by reaching up toward the ceiling and focusing on the lengthening of the upper part of the body. Make sure to leave the tailbone rooted down to the mat so it doesn't lift up, but we want to lift from the hips and lengthen the body up toward the head. And then the head up toward the ceiling. Inhale, reach all the way up, lengthen the body nice and long and tall. Stretch toward the ceiling, exhale, push away. Inhale and reach, again, lengthen and exhale. And one more, inhale. And exhale. Good. Go ahead and bring the hands to the lap, drop the chin down to the chest. We're going to roll the head to the left 3 times. Roll it around once, all the way. 2. 3. And when the chin reaches the chest again, take a breath, inhale, exhale. And then take the head to the right. 3 times. Full rotations all the way around. 2. And 3. Chin to the chest again. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Bring the head up to center. Good. Let's take it side to side. Look over one shoulder and back. Other shoulder and back. Again, look and back. And one more, look and back. And now taking the head side to side. So one ear comes to the shoulder and back to center. And ear to the other shoulder and center. Again, one more time each side, drop and center, ear to shoulder and center. Good. And now taking that left ear, dropping it to the left shoulder, bringing the left arm up so the left hand rests on the top of the head. The weight of the hand is going to apply some gentle pressure onto the head. Don't push or pull onto the head. Just allow the weight of the hand to apply that pressure. Go ahead and take the right arm, extend it out. Fingertips can be on the mat. If you'd like, you can make a fist and rotate the wrist. And reverse. And come to stillness. Reaching those fingertips up toward the ceiling, getting a stretch from the fingertip all the way up, the arm into the neck. If this is uncomfortable, feel free to go ahead and point and flex the wrist here. Alternating, you don't have to leave it still. Let's take one more breath like this. Gently release that right arm back down to the mat. Release the left arm, bring the head up to center. Good, and now let's do it on the other side. Go ahead and drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Right arm comes up, rests on the head, and the weight of the hand applies gentle pressure to the head. Don't push or pull. Just allow that hand to rest there. The left arm extends out onto the mat, and you can leave it right here, or if you're comfortable doing so, making a fist, and then gentle circles, rotating the wrist, and reverse. Come to stillness. Go ahead and reach those fingertips up toward the ceiling. Feel that stretch. Or again, you can alternate pointing and flexing if that's more comfortable. One more deep breath here. Gently release that left hand back down to the mat. And then gently release the right arm down. Head comes back to center. Roll the shoulders back. Really pinch those shoulder blades together if that feels comfortable. And roll forward. Come to center, shoulder shrugs, inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more inhale and exhale. Good. Deep breath. Just settle in for a moment. Good. Let's bring those arms all the way out to the side. And then bring them in for a big hug. Walk the fingers back, separate the shoulder blades. Deep breath. And open it up again, and switch. Other arm comes on top. In for a hug. Deep breath. Good. And gently release that down. Let's go ahead and take the left arm, reach it up, and bring it to the right knee. Take the right arm, place it behind the back, gentle twist to the right. One more breath here. Gently unwind top to bottom. Good. Other side. So go ahead and lift up the right arm. Take it over to the left knee. Take the left hand, place it behind the back. Gentle twist to the left. Deep breaths. Gently unwind top to bottom. Good. We're going to move into a seated cat and cow. Just place those hands in the lap or on the knees. Keep the tailbone rooted. Reach forward with the chin. Flatten the back. Press the chin forward. And then arch the spine. Tuck the pelvis inward. Draw the belly button in toward the spine. Let's do it again. Extend and arch. And extend and arch. One more, extend and arch. Good, coming up to a straight neutral spine, we're gonna do some body rolls. So you can just let the hands rest here on the knees or the hips. You might wanna bring them to the side of the mat, whatever's comfortable for you. We're going to roll at the waist, okay? And how far down you go into the roll is up to you. So if you can get that nose just sweep down past the mat, that's perfectly okay, as long as you leave the tailbone rooted to the seat. We don't want to rock so far forward that the tush comes up off of the mat. So inhale, sweep down. Exhale, roll back. Inhale down. exhale back. Inhale down, exhale back. Last one, inhale down, exhale back. Now let's reverse it. Inhale down, exhale back. Inhale down, exhale back. Inhale down, exhale back. Last one, inhale down, exhale back. All right, coming back up to a neutral spine. We're going to focus now on rolling just the abdominal area and the spine. Of course, more things are going to be moving at once. I want you to focus sort of on this midsection of the body, pressing the ribs forward, pulling them out to the side, then drawing the spine backward out to the other side and back to center again, and making this motion here. So even though the head is going to move a little bit, you might want to try to keep it still, and by focusing on keeping it still, you might be able to isolate the body to just roll in the center. So hands can rest again on the thighs or on the knees. And let's go ahead and push forward, roll around, abdomen moves, the midsection of the body, the ribs and the spine. Good. And then reverse that, take it the other way. Bring it back to center. Nice straight spine. And nice deep inhale and exhale. Good. Okay, go ahead and shake it out. Let's go ahead and turn to the side. Let's bring our feet into cobbler or bound angle pose. So we're bringing the soles of the feet together. Now your knees might be up kind of high, or down lower toward the mat. Either is fine, just depends on what's most comfortable for you. Feel free to use props here, pillows, bolsters, or blocks. Draw the heels in, as close as you're comfortable having them. And allow the knees to fall open, as far open as you're comfortable. If they're up higher, again, that's fine. Focus on your posture here. Keep the tailbone rooted to the mat. Lengthen the spine up through the head. Breathe. Now you can stay just like this, or if we're looking to open the hips a little bit more, I want you to take that chin, we're going to press it forward as though you're trying to get it out further than your feet. It might not get further than your feet, but that's okay. It's just the action of pressing forward that's going to open up the hips a little bit more. Again, trying to keep that tailbone down so that we don't rock forward and lift it all the way up. Okay? So lift and lengthen, push the chin forward. Draw the shoulder blades back if that helps with a slight pinch. Breathe. Try to keep a straight line from the tailbone to the top of the head. So that means if this is out too far for you, go ahead and bring it back. That's okay. Remember, it's just the action of pressing forward. It's going to open up those hips. You're going to feel it in the quads. Breathe. One more breath here. And gently come up to a seated position. If a butterfly feels good here, you can go ahead and try that. And then extend the legs out in front of you. Seated spinal twist. Go ahead and bend your left leg up. And you can leave that just like that, or if you're comfortable, you can cross it over. You can leave that foot there, or you can pull it in close to the hip. And you can leave this bottom leg extended, or if you're comfortable doing so, you can bend it in. I'm going to bend mine now, but again, leave that extended if that's more comfortable for you. So I'm going to use my hands to balance myself and support myself as I sweep this other leg under. Good. Draw the spine up nice and tall. Go ahead and take the right arm, wrap it around the leg. Take the left hand, bring it behind your back. twist toward me. Nice deep breaths, twisting to the left. Inhale and exhale. One more. Gently unwind, top to bottom, starting with the head. Head, neck, shoulders, chest, waist, and hips. Good. If you have that bottom leg bent, go ahead and straighten it. If you have this leg crossed, uncross it and extend it out. Feel free to shake it out if you need to. Bring those legs still again. Go ahead and bend the right leg up. And again, you can leave it right here, or if you're comfortable doing so, you can cross it over. And again, it can stay here, or you can pull that leg in so that the foot is closer to the hip. Once again, you can leave this bottom leg extended, or if you're comfortable bending it, you can try that. Supporting myself with my hands, I'm going to bring that leg under. Left arm comes around the leg, right arm behind the back. Deep breath. Move with your next breath. Gently unwind, top to bottom. Head, neck, shoulders, chest, waist, and hips. Go ahead and extend that bottom leg back out. If it's bent, uncross the top leg. If it was crossed, extend both legs out, shake it out. And then we're going to gently swing both legs around so that we can come on our hands and knees. So again, because this is a slow stretch, we're going to be doing child's pose in between the things that we do on our hands and knees. I also want you to be careful with your wrists. If you experience any wrist pain, I tend to experience a lot of wrist pain, then you can go to your fists instead. So you're going to notice that I do that here, but if the hands, the palms are comfortable for you, you can go ahead and do that. So I'm going to set you up with the palms, but then I'm going to move to the fists to make sure that I'm more comfortable. So let's go ahead and come to hands and knees. Go ahead and line up the shoulder and the wrist. So the wrist is stacked underneath the shoulder in a straight line, and the knees are underneath the hips. And they're about a hip width apart. If you look back and you can see your feet, make them disappear. Hands are spread nice and wide. Fingertips grip into the mat. Now you can stay like this, or if you do struggle with wrist pain, you can go ahead and come up onto your fists now, if that's more comfortable for you. Cat and cow. Dropping the belly downward. Extend the neck out. Inhale. Exhale, draw the spine up into an arch, pushing that spine up toward the ceiling. Pull the belly button into the spine, tuck the pelvis in. Inhale, drop the belly down. Extend the neck. Exhale, arch. Draw the belly button in toward the spine. Tuck the pelvis. Inhale. Cow. Exhale. Cat. Here, just continue at your own pace. If I'm going too fast or too slow, just find your own pace here. Move with the breath. Listen to your body. Last set. Inhale into cow. And when you're ready, exhale into cat. Hold that until you feel like you're done with it. And then come back to a neutral spine. If you're on the fists, go ahead to flat hands. And let's go ahead and press ourselves back into child's pose. If you prefer, you can go to extended child's pose, which is taking the knees out to the side of the mat while the feet are still touching. You can release yourself down as far as you're comfortable with. If you'd like to use a block, you can. Take a few breaths here. Back up onto the hands and knees. If you have extended child's pose, go ahead and bring those knees in first before pressing yourself up to hands and knee position. Again, feel free to go to the fists if that's more comfortable for you. And we're going to do some barrel rolls. So go ahead and you can kind of swing your hip out toward me and arch up toward the ceiling. Swing the hip to the other direction, drop the belly down, hip comes out towards me, arch up toward the ceiling, drop the hip down, back to center. So just make this barrel roll movement. So there's some fluidity here in the knees and the arms. We're not staying perfectly still, we're rolling around. Allow the body to move. We're going to reverse it now. So away from me this time. Good. Let's come to stillness at a neutral spine. And press back into your child's pose. Or extended child's pose. Deep breaths. If you're in extended child's pose, go ahead and bring the knees in. And let's come up to all fours once more. Again, if you prefer fists, you can go there. And this time, we're going to do a little pinch. So you're going to act as though you're trying to get your right shoulder and your right hip to touch each other. So we're going to swing the hip out to the right and the shoulder back to the right. We're going to kind of look back at our own tailbone and straighten out. And then go the other way to the left. Pinch and straighten. Pinch and straighten. Pinch and straighten. Last set. Pinch and straighten. One more. Pinch and straighten. Good. And pressing back into one more child's pose. Go ahead once again into extended if that feels good to you. From here, if you have any soreness or discomfort in your hands, your fingers, or your wrists, take this time in child's pose to go ahead and rotate your wrists or massage the fingers. You don't have to stay perfectly still here. Coming up again onto hands and knees. We're moving into thread the needle next. This is something you may want to use a block for. So starting in your tabletop position in hands and knees, go ahead and take the right arm, sweep it out to the side on the inhale. On the exhale, weave that hand underneath the left arm. Allow that right shoulder to come all the way down to the ground if that's accessible for you. The right ear also comes all the way down to the ground. Leave that tush up in the air. The palm is facing up. Now you can extend this other arm out here where you're on the forearm, or you can take that left hand out even further. The palm of the left hand is facing down. The palm of the right hand is facing up. Tush is up in the air. Deep breaths.
got that left hand extended, go ahead and bring it in now so that the palm is on the mat in front of your face. Use that to gently press yourself up as you unweave the right arm, coming back to hands and knees. And now we repeat on the other side, this time with the left arm. Inhale, sweep it up, swing it out. Exhale, sweep it under. It goes underneath the arm. We bring that left shoulder and left ear down to the ground. And from here, you can have this right hand here on the forearm, or you can extend it out further. Whatever's more comfortable for you. The tush is up in the air. The left palm is facing up, right palm facing down. Breathe. And again, if you prefer to use a block here, you can. You can rest one under the head. You can use one for the hand. You might want to use a few blocks in different places. Breathe. Go ahead and take that right hand. If it's extended, bring it in so that it's resting on the mat in front of the face. Make sure it's nice and firm with the fingertips spread. And then use that to gently press yourself up and unweave that left arm. And let's sit back and come to a seated position on the knees for just a moment. And then sit down on the tush, swing the legs around. Legs are extended out. Let's go ahead and lean back for just a moment. Give yourself some time to focus on the feet. Let's rotate the ankles around and reverse. Point and flex. Wiggle the toes. You can stretch and flex them out and release. Shake the legs if that feels good. And then let's come up to seated. So we have the legs extended, nice and straight. There can be a soft bend in the knee if needed. Feet are flexed. They don't have to be actively flexed back towards you, but they're flexed, not pointed away from you. Root that tailbone to the earth. If you can't find the tailbone, you might have to move some of that flesh aside so the tailbone is directly on the mat. Draw up from the spine, seated nice and tall. Let's go ahead and bring the arms out to the side. Inhale here. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, reach forward. Now you can stay right here, or if you're comfortable reaching for the feet or for the ankles, shins, or calves, you can. So you can reach forward for the toes or for the soles of the feet. You don't have to get your nose to your knees, and it's okay if there's a little rounding in the back. But take these breaths here to go ahead and allow yourself to sink deeper into the pose. So inhale, exhale, deepen. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Good. Gently moving with your next breath. Inhale, reach all the way up, extending the fingertips up toward the ceiling. And exhale the arms out. Good. Let's go ahead and bend in one leg. And you can turn yourself to face me. This foot does not have to be to the thigh. It can be, but it can be out a little bit further if you'd like, whatever's more comfortable for you. Let's reach out toward that toe. Again, lift and lengthen here and reach. You don't have to grab the toe. Feel
this stretch all along the leg, breathing. And now if you're comfortable reaching for the toe or for the ankle, you can. So inhale first, exhale, reach. You can go ahead and grab onto that toe with the yogi grip, breathing. If you'd like to get closer down to the leg, you can. Listen to your body. Good, one more breath here. Gently come up to seated. Once we have a neutral spine, go ahead and bring that leg in, back into cobbler pose. And now you can butterfly here if that feels good to you. Or if you want to repeat pressing that chin forward like we did earlier, you can try that. So I'm going to go ahead and bring my legs to stillness, draw up through the spine, and push the chin forward to open up the hips and to further engage the muscles in the legs. And if you're doing butterfly, go ahead and come to stillness now. And if you're pushing that chin forward, go ahead and straighten back to a neutral spine. Let's go ahead and extend the other leg out this time. One leg bent, one leg straight. Reach out, lengthen, lift and lengthen here, reach. Stay upright. Good. Now if it feels comfortable for you to go and try to reach the toe or to get deeper into the stretch, you may inhale first. Exhale, reach. And it doesn't have to be for the toe. It could be for the ankle. It could be for the shin. Breathe through the stretch. Feel that good stretch all along the leg. Good. Gently come up to seated. Bring that leg in again, back into cobbler. Once again, you can butterfly if that feels good. Or you can go back into pressing that chin forward. Either one, whatever you're comfortable with. Good. Let's go ahead and come to seated. Or if you're still doing butterfly, go ahead and bring those legs to stillness. While you have your hands on your feet here, why don't you go ahead, if you'd like, you can kind of massage the toes, rotate them, massage the toes and feet, if that feels good. If you'd like, you can even weave the fingers between the toes, spreading them apart. And from there, kind of rotating and moving them around, wiggling them. Good. And bring those feet still. Any last massages or rubs you want to give the feet here? Go ahead and bring ourselves out to the side of the mat. So go ahead and turn, extend the legs, and let's lay down on the mat all the way. If you're comfortable doing so, we're going to go into wind pose now. If full wind isn't comfortable for you, you can try a half wind pose with just one leg. So let's go ahead and bend the knees up first so that the soles of the feet are flat on the mat. From here, if you're comfortable doing so, you can lift one or both legs up, wrapping the arms around them into wind pose. You can interlock those fingers here. You're either grabbing around the shin
or underneath the thighs, whichever is more comfortable for you. And you can stay perfectly still, or you can rock side to side if that feels good. Whatever is more comfortable for you. Come to stillness. Go ahead and gently release those feet to the mat. Walk the feet out to the edges of the mat. And careful of the distance between the heels and the tush here. If you have those legs too far away, down here you're not going to be able to get the movement we're going to look for in the hips. And if you have them too close, same thing, it's going to be a little uncomfortable. So make sure you have the proper distance between the heels and the body. So walk them out to the side. Knees are up toward the ceiling. Go ahead and take the hands, place them either on the belly, or you can stack them up above the head, one on top of the other, or you can extend the arms all the way out with the fingertips reaching away from you. Bring the gaze up toward the ceiling. Inhale here. On the exhale, allow both knees to begin to fall gently to the right. Peeling the soles of the feet up off of the mat, leave the back and the shoulders on the mat. Allow there to be that twist in the lower body. Inhale, release the soles of the feet back to the mat. Knees come back up toward the ceiling. Exhale, both knees release to the left, down toward the floor. Soles of the feet peel up. Inhale, knees to the ceiling, soles of the feet back to the mat. And from here, just continue at your own pace. You don't have to follow mine. But inhale up, exhale to one side or the other. Take your time. If it feels good to go faster, you may go faster. One more set. Inhaling with the knees to center, exhale them to the right. And then one last set, exhaling to the left. We're finishing that set up. And knees come back up to the ceiling, soles of the feet are back on the mat. Go ahead and bring the arms down if you have them extended up, and walk the feet in so that they are a hip width apart. Go ahead and take the right foot, cross that right leg over so that the right foot rests just above the left knee. Coming into a reclined figure four, or sometimes called a reclined pigeon pose. You can stay right here. Or if you'd like a more intense stretch, we're going to lift the leg and grab onto it. So if you're comfortable doing that, we're going to go ahead and take this right arm is going to weave between the legs, the left arm is going to go underneath the thigh. So go ahead and lift the left leg up, weave the right hand through left hand underneath the thigh, interlock those fingers together. Breathe here. You can leave this leg bent, or you can extend that left leg out if you'd like. You can rotate the ankles or point and flex, or you can stay perfectly still. You may alternate between being bent and extended. Just move with purpose and intention. Breathe through the stretch. Leave the shoulders and the head down on the mat. Leave the neck long. Don't crunch it in. Deep breaths. If that leg is extended, go ahead and bend it. And then gently release the sole of the foot to the mat. Uncross the right leg. Cross the left leg over the right, resting the left ankle on the right knee. You can stay right here, or if you're comfortable doing so,
raise that right leg up, take the left hand, weave it between both legs, right hand underneath the right thigh, interlock those fingers, and pull the leg in close to you. Leave the shoulders and the head down on the mat. Again, neck is long, and breathe. You can leave this leg bent. You can extend it if you like. You can leave the feet still, or you may choose to rotate. Wiggle the toes, point and flex. You may want to alternate between bent and extended. Just move with purpose and intention. Be mindful and listen to the body. Breathe through the stretch. Good. If that leg is extended, go ahead and bend it now. Then gently release that right foot to the mat. Uncross the left foot. Both legs are bent. Go ahead and extend the right leg out. Leave the left leg up. Take the arms out. Make a horizontal line with them, a T shape with the palms facing down. Shoulders pressed down against the mat. Deep breath. And now come up onto the right hip as you peel the left buttock up off of the mat and allow the left knee to fall across the right side of the body down toward the mat. Leave the shoulders on the mat as we create this spinal twist. Now you can stay right here just like this, or you can take this right arm, put it on the left leg, and either push or pull that leg closer down toward the ground, giving you a deeper stretch. For more intensity in the neck, turn the head to the left. Inhale. Again. One more. Bring the head to center, gaze up toward the ceiling. If you're holding on to this left leg here, go ahead and release it now, taking the right arm back out to that T shape with the palm facing down. Slowly and gently release both buttocks and the left foot back down to the mat. Shifting the weight so that the entire back and both buttocks are back on the mat. And once they are, go ahead and extend the left leg out, bend the right leg up. Again, we're making a T shape with the arms, horizontal line, fingertip to fingertip, palms facing down. Come up onto the left hip, allowing the right leg to fall across the left side of the body, down toward the mat. Leave the shoulders on the mat as you twist. And again, for a deeper stretch, for more intensity here, go ahead and take that left hand, place it on the right leg, and you can push or pull down toward the mat. That creates a deeper twist in the spine. For more intensity in the neck, look over the right shoulder. And breathe. Inhale here. Again. Very nice. One more. Good. Bring that gaze back up toward the ceiling. If you're holding on to that leg, then gently release the arm back out to that T shape. And then release both buttocks and the right foot back to the mat. Adjusting yourself so the whole spine is back on the mat. Bend the left leg up. Inhale here. Exhale, lift the legs up, and then go ahead and drop both legs to the right. Again, shoulders stay on the mat. Another twist. Look over the left shoulder. You can stay with the legs bent like this, or you may choose to extend them. Whatever is more comfortable for you. Inhale. Exhale. Again. One more deep breath. If the legs are extended here, go ahead and gently bend them now. Bring the head back up to center. And release both buttocks back to the mat and the soles of the feet back to the floor. Inhale, lift the legs up. And exhale, lower to the left. Drop both legs to the left. Peel the buttocks up. We're coming onto the left hip. Bring the head to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Again, you can leave your legs bent here, or if you like, you can extend them. It's whatever's more comfortable for you. And deep breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Again. And one more. Good. If the legs are extended, go ahead and bend them again. Gently. Gaze back up toward the ceiling. Go ahead and release both buttocks and both soles of the feet back to the mat. And from here, if you're comfortable doing so, let's bring the knees back in for wind pose. Again, you can roll around, give yourself a little massage. And moving next into Happy Baby. So you can stay in wind pose if that's the most comfortable for you, or if you'd like to try Happy Baby, you're going to take those hands, you're going to reach down for either the toes, the soles of the feet, the ankles, or the shins. And from there, just playing with your feet like a happy baby, you can extend the legs out straight. You can bend them and open them really wide. Or you can pull them in close towards you, bending them all the way. Or you may choose to keep one bent and one straight. Or you may want to alternate between all of those things. So whatever you prefer is fine. You can rock side to side here again if you'd like. Just whatever you choose to do, move with intention. So take your time, breathe, listen to the body. And coming back to stillness. Bring the legs back in like you would for wind pose, but then extend them out. Drop the feet to the mat first and then extend the legs all the way down on the mat. Reclined upward salute. Go ahead and take the arms all the way up. Fingertips stretch in one direction, toes stretch in the other. So we're going to do a relaxation exercise now. A stretch and release, and then a tense and release. So beginning with a stretch, what we're going to do is inhale really deep, really fill the body up with air. And then we're going to hold that breath for a count of 5. And as we're holding it, we're going to stretch by reaching the fingertips in one direction and the toes in the other, as though we're being pulled. Those body parts are being pulled away from each other. So we're going to hold that for a count of 5 along with the breath, and on the exhale, release it all down and relax into the mat. We're going to do that 3 times. Then we're going to do another 3 times, and this time instead of stretching out, we're going to tense. So we're going to make fists
And you can either flex the toes away from, or point the toes away from you, or flex them up towards you and really tense up the body and then release. Okay, so start with the stretch. Inhale nice and deep. Stretch and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Good, again. Inhale. Stretch and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Good, one more like this. Inhale nice and deep. Stretch and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Good. This time, tense and release. And again, that tension, whatever works for you. Fists might help. Flexing the feet back towards you might help. Whatever feels good for your body and whatever helps you create the most tension and really engage all of those muscles at once. Inhale all the way. Tense and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Again, inhale. Tense and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale. Tense and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. And from here, we're going into our Shavasana, our corpse pose. So you can leave the arms up above the head if that's comfortable for you. Or if you'd like, as you feel comfortable, take your time. Begin to bring those arms down along the side of the body. From here, release all those muscles. Release all of the tension. Don't hold on to any muscles. Just release. Make yourself loose and relax. Just melt into the mat. Sink deeper and deeper into the mat, allowing the mat to hold all of your weight. We're going to end here in Shavasana. The video will run for a little while longer. But you can stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. Bring the gaze up toward the ceiling, and if you're comfortable doing so, close your eyes. Breathe. And release. Thank you for relaxing with me today.